Okay, so I just wanted to point out, normally on paint jobs, when you're sanding, you're gonna see a ridge line on corners. Okay, so you're gonna want to make sure to sand these out. Okay, you can see how you get a buildup on corners, and this is normal. Okay, and it happens. So just make sure that when you're sanding, you're gonna be sanding it flat. We want to get rid of all the orange peel. Okay, and we want to take these heavy ridge lines out of the end of the panels. So just hit it, look. Okay, pretty much it. That's all you want to do. Get it looking like this. Flat, cut the texture. Okay, now you could paint over this, you could, but just imagine you're painting over textured and then you're getting your own texture finished surfaces, like double texture. Okay, so it's always good to cut down flat paint because every painted surface has a texture. Then if you want to cut and buff it, you can easily cut and buff. Got this quarter panel done. Once it's all sanded, then we can go ahead and prime these spots with 2K filler primer and cut that down again with 320. Again, like I said, with single stage, 320 grit, you could paint over, no problem. 320, 360. When you start doing base coat, clear coat, you want to get down to at least 400. 400 is a good sand scratch to paint over when it comes to base coat, clear coat. All right, let's keep going. Still have to add a little bit of body filler right here. Got some low spots right here, you can see. Okay, so we're gonna blow this off, mix a coat of putty, put that on. This is all good. We got a little bit of surface rust, so just make sure that anytime you're priming, you're gonna sand this down a little bit more, then prime it. You don't want to prime over direct surface rust. Okay, the bumpers are gonna be black, plastic's gonna be black. We're just gonna give that a quick scuff. Throw some Bulldog adhesion promoter on it. Okay, and then just blast everything black. This is going to be white, same color as the body, just to give it that modern look. I think it's going to look good. Probably just spray this white as well, just spray the whole rail, and that's pretty much it. We're going to be doing a single stage enamel, two-tone, like I said. Handles are going to be white, make it nice and easy, give it a nice clean modern look. Mirrors are also going to be black. Okay, along with this whole top rail is going to be black. So we're going to cut it here, cut it, go all the way around, go all the way around, and that's all going to be black. Top up to the drip rail is going to be the split. Drip rail itself is going to be white going around. Okay, so still got some prep to do. I have to sand, let's see, this sliding door and the whole tops here. Whole tops. I just masked everything off quickly just so we don't mess up the rubber. The rubber's already messed up. There's overspray all over it. You can see how they painted it previously, and I'm not gonna go crazy. We're not gonna go cleaning it or whatever. It's just, this is a work van. We're just gonna make it black and white outside. Okay, but it is what it is. What I might do when I'm painting this thing is mask it kind of where it was and then just paint this white as well, so it doesn't look, so we don't have that green look to it. I'll just paint that white as well. Who cares? We're gonna sand this rust down. What else? That's pretty much it. They did a really crap job when masking. You can see there's paint all over the rubber, so when I mask, I'm gonna make sure I mask the same line, so when I paint, I get rid of the green. Okay, I want to get rid of that green. I don't want to have some green showing here and there. So I'm going to do my best to expose some of the rubber so we can paint that white as well. You know what I'm saying, right? Because there's no way I'm going to spend my time and we're just going to paint these rubbers up just like how they were painted. That's pretty much it. Pretty much it, guys. So let me... Yeah, so I think people saying mixing body filler on cardboard, they're a bunch of pansies, because I never had any issues. Show me somebody who had issues mixing putty on cardboard. Okay, gonna be laying some stuff here on some low spots. Louis, you stay away, buddy. You stay away, big boy. Pretty much it. We'll just cut that. Because we're going to be painting the plastics the same color, okay, black, with our bumper, okay, I have a can of lacquer thinner here with a rag, okay. Although we did wash the whole van down with degreaser, right, I like to wash my plastics down with lacquer thinner, okay, before I prime them, okay. So we're going to clean them really quickly before, because it's raw plastic, right, this is all raw plastic. Right, all this in here. So we're just gonna wipe it all down because there's a little bit of mud on here, right? Wipe it all down, then all we have to do is put some adhesion promoter on it, and then we could spray a single stage right on top of it, or we can prime it and then spray a single stage on top of it. Okay, so you know, you really don't need to do the adhesion promoter if you're gonna prime it, but you could. It's not gonna hurt. All right, so after I clean it, I'm just gonna kind of, while I'm resanding everything, I'm just gonna hit it lightly with the 320 grit, just lightly, just so when we spray, I don't know if I'm gonna spray primer on it. I might just actually put adhesion promoter on it and then paint right over it, okay? Because you don't have to prime it if you're spraying adhesion promoter. And if you want to get rid of textured plastic like this, if you take a look here, you're going to see that we have our textured plastic. Okay, you could get rid of it, and I show it in my other VIP videos at learnautobodyandpaint.com. Really easy to do. Okay, so what you would do is sand it with your 320 grit just to get it ready for 2K filler primer. Okay, you don't have to sand this out. Okay, it's kind of tough to sand out plastic texture like this. Okay, you're gonna really get clumps in the plastic's gonna clump up, and all it's gonna be really bad looking. Okay, so what you want to do is clean it with lacquer thinner, lightly scuff anywhere from 280 to 360 grit. Okay, just lightly scuff it. 2K filler prime it really well. Okay, fill up, because we want to fill this up, and then you wet sand it. You could even dry sand it, okay, but then you just basically wet sand it out until there's no texture, and then out like glass, okay, like a regular body panel here. So that's pretty much it, but we're not going to worry about it. This is a work van. I'm not going to worry about getting rid of the texture. So we might have a little bit of texture on here, but that's fine. Okay, so that's pretty much it. So I'm just going to go ahead and clean our plastic around, mostly the front bumper lip there, the back piece here. Okay, actually I might do this later after I wash the van. This is like really bad. Got a lot of powder on it. Okay, and we'll go from there. All right, so pretty much finished sanding with the DA orbital sander. Now what I'm gonna do is, I got my 320 here, okay? I'm gonna go around and hit any shiny areas that I see. Okay, so like in here, right? I'm gonna scuff it, because we wanna make sure we pretty much get everything so we don't have any paint chipping or bad adhesion points. Okay, so we're gonna go along all of our edges like this. Of course we got in here already, but you know, just double check it. Any shiny areas that you see, you want to do a good job. And of course this is a quick job, okay? We're not going crazy on it. Some jobs you might want to pretty much take out the windows, the weather stripping. Okay, here we took off the weather stripping because it was just so bad. I mean, we have to paint them black again. Up in here I just sanded. This is going to be black, so we're just going to leave the plastic right on it, do the white, and then spray the black. This rail is going to be black going up. Okay, gonna be a two-tone black and white. I was just hitting like around here, you know, and you want to use like pretty much the palm of your hand, okay, when sanding. Okay, not too crazy. You have to go down to metal, right? You just want to scuff it, get it all pretty much sanded. Okay, pretty much in here we want to do. Okay, so I'm just gonna go around and just get all these little areas in here quick. See, kind of some paint texture, so you could just keep sanding till it's gone. Okay, so your goal is to get all this shiny, get all of it as much as you can, and that'll give you good paint adhesion and really reduce flaking in the future, paint chips and whatnot, because that's where it starts. You know, if you do a poorly if you do a bad job in sanding, okay, these are the areas where it's going to start to flake in the future. Okay, not right away, but in the future. See here, I can fit in with the DA. I'm gonna basically just get that with my hand. Okay, all the way around. And get all these Bondo body filler areas ready for primer. Gonna coat everything with primer. Maybe some of these metal spots, hit it with primer. Plastic spots, hit it with primer. Okay, this way will be ready for paint soon. All right, that's pretty much it. Getting there. Okay, we're going to be mixing a 2K filler primer to put on our body filler and some of the metal pieces that are showing. This is a DTM primer, which is a direct to metal, okay? And we're just going to mix it up because we haven't used it in a few weeks. So we're just going to make sure you have a good consistency here before you add your activator in it.